think I'm coming through live now. I don't know. There we go. We're live. Hello. G'day. Hello, Grand Rising. Sorry, I had that set at 1 hour because I wasn't sure how I wanted to do this. But yeah, 20 minutes is enough. That gives people enough time to read, to hear the first 9 cards. So hello to the mutable signs. Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces. Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, Holy Spirit, please be present here and now. Allow this space to be consecrated in your names. I pray that all who come into contact with this reading here today take away messages that are relevant to themselves. All third-party cross-watchers, unnecessary. But yeah, thank you for everybody who works in a collective field and is operating in an energy of love or light or both, which is beautiful. I thank you so much for the opportunity to be here on a screen, on a phone, on the internet, run by electricity. I'm grateful to every single person who I've encountered in my experience to date. The good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful, the bold, the beautiful. I'm very grateful, and so I now call in the archangels, Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, and Metatron. Please be present here and now. I ask that you protect this space, that you bring truth, justice, wisdom, healing, knowledge, strength, and endurance, so that we might all take part and share in this space with love and light. So, I'll give you the healing rune, Daikomyo, and then I will strengthen it with Chokurei for the masculine and Chokurei for the feminine. And I'll just balance that out nicely. It's all backwards, so don't mind me. I've got the Kundalini candle on, I've got my protection candles on, so this space is now ours to enjoy together. In the name of love and light. So, I hope you've been well. It's been a couple of days since I did a zodiac reading, so I hope this one finds you well. I actually decided that I'm going to put my microphone on. And so that should be better. We'll test it. Test 1 2, test 1 2. We'll test it. Test 1 2, test 1 2. Perfect. This is the deck we're using today for the collective energy reading of the mutable signs. So I feel like I've dawdled long enough. I've done enough of these today to know that everybody would like to get on the way. So to honor your time, I shall get underway. Okay? Topsy-turvy, not centered, not ready. Hello everyone, how are you? I've written in the description, I've got a channel description, I've got all the things happening, so yeah, if you're interested to see it, want to know more about it, you can find all of that through the normal channels and avenues. I've already done the incense, I've already done the blessing, so I'll jump straight into the cards, okay? Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces. Any placement, any position, for the highest good of all and for the benefit of all who interact with the people who receive these messages here and now today. Already, I can see the Queen of Wands. And this will be the first card for the reading, so this is the core. The Queen of Wands is responsible for power, creativity, and determination. These are things that you will be embodying. These are things that you will be acting on. In the creativity and intellect position of this reading, we've got the Ten of Cups. So if this reading is for you, you will be operating from a place of love, harmony, and divine connection. Also, we have the Two of Wands. This is appearing in your career and wisdom position. This card here is responsible for you making choices that are in alignment with yourself, with your goals. You taking action towards meeting those goals. Wow, 10-10 inside this reading already. Fantastic. So, I did dawdle for 3 minutes, but yeah, that's all. This card here can represent pain, sadness, stabbed in the back. In the reverse, it's stalling, hitting rock bottom, making excuses. But when this card here is in your love and possessions position, I've got to say that it's a really good time to be at rock bottom when you've got 10 swords in your hands. This is telling me that you've reached some level of completion. Something that you have been thinking about for a long time has finally made sense inside of your head, inside of your experience, and it comes on the back of that Ten of Cups as well. So I will go into it further later, but that's great. Six Cups, harmony, nostalgia, happiness. These are things you are embodying for this first part of the reading. And we have the Fool in your reflection and mirror position. This card here speaks to you being open to new beginnings, experiencing and expressing innocence, taking opportunities or making them yourself, and being ready to take that leap of faith to walk your path, because that's what your calling is, right? That's what we're here to do, complete. Four of Pentacles in your foundation position. This card here is telling me that you are someone who is in control of your life, in control of no one else's life but your own. Maybe if you're a parent, you've got your children's life under control, but that's about it. And if your children are adults, then I'm not really talking about that. You are somebody who is living within security as well. If not, maybe greed, but I'm not sure that it is greed, because we get the Ten of Pentacles Ten of Pentacles. We get the Wheel of Fortune coming up next. And this is in your expression and passions position. So this card here talks to you being in a season of good luck, or maybe it's just started, not sure. Change is about you. You've maybe have taken that leap of faith, and so change is just about you. You're walking into new things. You're really walking towards your destiny, completing life cycles with old friends, old family, maybe starting new ones, and really a moment of karma, feeling the fullness that life has to offer. Okay, what are we becoming then, please, Spirit? For the Mutables. What was I going to do? I don't remember. Is this card in the upright or the reverse? Not sure about that one. Feels like it's reversed. Not sure about that one. I'll have to explain both. All right. So, with the Queen of Wands being the center of this reading, and where we start this story, this reading, this story, this unfolding, the spiraling out, the great existence, the realization, the falling asleep, the pattern, I don't know. All right, we're talking about adaptability, we're talking about versatility, we're talking about integration, we're talking about flexibility. This is the shared combined traits of the mutables. Gemini by itself expresses curiosity, expressiveness actually, and quick-wittedness. Virgos will act and behave from a place of analyzation, helpfulness and practicality. Sagittarians perhaps will operate or behave from a place of philosophy, adventure, optimism. Pisces will have the empathy down pat. Their imagination is unlike anyone else, and their compassion can't be compared. Okay, with that being said, Queen of Fire, Queen of Wands, Mutable, no, fixed energy there with Leo, proud, confident, very much balanced in their own energy. This reading entirely will be for those that are resonating with balance within your own energy. Maybe you're somebody who works within collective energy as well. I'm not too sure, but I'm getting the sense with this Queen of Wands. All right, the 22 cards are in front of me. Happening with this Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands, Queen of Wands, Queen of Wands. We're talking about mutables here, so why is there a fixed position in the middle? Maybe we're taking some kind of pattern recognition from the mutables. Maybe mutables have something that we're emulating at the moment, not sure. I mean the fixed. Leo energy here, maybe we're going through a season, maybe we're embodying a season that we're actually proud, we're confident, we're living our best lives, we're in the Leo energy. I'm freezing. Turn my heater on. Sorry for the background noise. Maybe I can turn noise cancelling on. Alright. Not buggering with that again. Anyway, sorry. I'm fluffing about. It's a good place to start from a fire perspective. If you're experiencing philosophy, spirituality, your beliefs are expanding, even going through a period of expansion, it's a good place to start. Divine feminine might be an aspect of what I'm trying to say here, but it's not necessarily a feminine energy. It's just a very balanced energy comes through. With 10 cups as the next card, This card here is in the creativity and the intellect position. So this card here is responsible for love, harmony, divine connections. So if you've balanced an equation within your own experience and now you're actually operating from your own power, your own authority, you've got this creativity about you, you're just moving in the directions that are pulling you forward, and you know what you're doing somewhat is the energy that I want to say and speak on there. Your creativity may be linked to your emotions, the friends that are coming into your life, the connections that you're making. So Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, whatever it is that you're doing, maybe it's the Pisces influence here, maybe your empathic skills are elevating to a point where you're more in control. Maybe your imagination is allowing you to tap into certain intuitive giftings. Maybe you're seeing more of a pattern and a way for you to move forward. Maybe you're even just giving yourself more compassion, allowing yourself to experience the fullness of reality without holding any judgment, bias, expectations, allowing it to show up as itself, which is reality, which is really just a reflection of how you're doing inside of your experience, right? Isn't it? And with the Two of Wands showing up next, this is in your career and your wisdom. I feel like you've turned a page, you're going in a new direction. You might be choosing to go in a new direction, thinking about going in a new direction. But it is something that comes just before taking action. And so, thank you, Lilith. And so, just about to take action, and the choices arrive. It's like the universe is working in conjunction with you, realizing how much value you have within your own experience and how much you actually do to bring and show adaptability, conjunctibility, the bridging of two worlds, the bridging potentially of the cardinal and the fixed, or any combination with the mutable energy as well. I feel as though within this experience, I will skip ahead to the becoming and the B card. It is the moon, and now this is a card that I said I'm not sure if it appears in the reverse or in the upright, so I will read it both ways. In the upright, and my voice just cracked, so throat chakra unlocking may be something that is required. But in the upright, it stands for secrets, illusions, mystery, intuition, subconscious, and in the reverse, it talks about releasing fear and anxiety, self-healing, and trusting your intuition. Now, based on the cards that came out just before and the way that I described them, I feel more so that the energy that I'm talking on today is the energy that's in alignment with releasing fear. And so, where do I go from there? I jumped all the way on the outside. That's such a weird way to read this reading. Anyway, the becoming is the releasing of the fear. So you entering into a season or a cycle of the moon, I want to say there, you realizing how much power you may externalize is what broke through illusions. It's giving you the ability to do shadow work quite well. It gives you the ability to realize what you need to realize quicker with the Ten of Cups energy, but also seeing the opportunities before even they appear as opportunities, which is giving you the ability to, I don't know, it's almost like an intuitive guidance to make a choice or choose something, right? That's where I'm going with that. That's where it feels like it wants to go. So in your love and possessions position, I'm seeing that as well. There's another completion on the horizon. This completion may be bittersweet. I don't know. It may be a bit painful. It may be a bit sad. But also this completion should feel like it brings a good balance to what you've been thinking about, what you've been manifesting. Sometimes changing from season to season can be painful, but it's that in-between energy that we, the mutables, are familiar with, right? We know how to get from here to there. We know how to problem solve. We know how to make things work in our favor, in our benefit. And so we move and shift and shake the way that we can. It's shape-shifting energy, really, that I'm feeling with the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Swords appearing here. It's like you've been able to take any pain that you've experienced and you have actually turned it into a message or a story for somebody else who comes behind you to see that somebody went through it too, and that it's not a solitary journey per se, it's a collective journey. that we have, but just knowing that other people have got through what we got through, just knowing that other people have gone through experiences that are potentially worse than ours, it gives us that ability to really weigh out these 10 experiences, 10 with the Wheel of Fortune, which I'll speak on later, 10 with the cups, and 10 with the air. So 10, 10, 10, 10s across the board. Maybe something's going to be happening in October, I don't know. But when? Like in 3010? What's that mean? Maybe something happened in 2010? I don't know. That might be for somebody, that might be for nobody. I don't know. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Use your discernment, please. Don't hurt yourself trying to make a message make sense. If it doesn't make sense, it might not be for you, and it's okay. If it doesn't make sense right now, the video is not going anywhere. You can find it later and come back to it. But I've got a couple playlists that you can have a look at, and yeah. You are currently within your willpower and emotion. You're sitting here with the Six of Cups energy. Now, the Six of Cups energy that I'm seeing here is quite reflective. It's quite good. It looks like a little bit of an oasis, so somewhere to relax, somewhere to rest. It's nostalgia, it's happiness. So overall, you will be able to walk into your own journey, walk into your own sense of peace, because I get this with this six, it's like you go somewhere and then you get this nostalgic feeling, or you're thinking about something and then you remember somewhere, and whatever it is for you, however it works for you, allow this memory to maybe serve as an indicator for how you can use your energy. Align your emotions towards something, direct them towards something. Within this, I get sort of fixed energy as well. Scorpio sort of energy with that. That was the last reading that I did. Not this reading, but yeah. Six of Water. It's definitely like you've come to this sort of conclusion, or this choice point within your own experience, where are you going to continue going in the way that you have, or are you choosing to walk forward into a new experience and give yourself even like the Seven of Cups options, which is choices, free will to choose. And your free will to choose is really activating here. I think it comes on the back of you realizing the Ten of Swords lesson, however it resonated for you, and then also integrating the Six of Cups lesson in order to just move your vehicle in the direction it wants to go in, knowing that you can try and control reality, you can try and control yourself, but ultimately when you just let go and when you surrender to the experience, that is when you really embody the lesson of the Fool. Now, the Fool is in your reflection and mirror position. This card here talks to new beginnings, innocence, opportunities, and leaps of faith. So what I'm feeling here, definitely for this collective of mutables, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, you're in a season where the choices that you've come to, like the 10 experience, like maybe this I'm talking about, maybe you have gone full circle in a relationship. So if you've recently gone through a separation, my apologies, I'm sending you healing light, and so you're at the point where you're deciding which way you're going. Again, my apologies, sending you healing light. But if you're at that point, that breaking point where things could go one way or another, and you're deciding to apply some wisdom, you're deciding to apply some healing, you're deciding to take some time to slow things down at a pace that everybody can deal with what is going on, what is actually going on. That's the leap of faith that I'm sort of seeing. It's either you're going to commit to the thing that you've committed to already, or you're going to actually step out and move out and take this sort of 16 energy, which is the 10 and the 6 put together. It's a tower. It may be a tower inside of your mind. Is it a tower? Yeah, it's a tower maybe of the mind or of the heart or both, but it's going to give you this stable structure to start again at your own pace. Start again in a way that feels good to you, like Six of Cups energy, right? And I can see that reflection there in the bottom. That's the kind of energy that I feel like you're going to be in ongoing. So again, this reading specifically is for the mutables, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. But yeah, to move on to the Wheel of Fortune now. The Wheel of Fortune is in the expressions and the passions. part of your reading here, Mutables. Whatever it is that you've done, I feel like very clearly that you've got good karma on the way. You've got good stuff on the way. I feel confident to say that. By the way, if you are any of the star signs, I just linked the playlist for other star signs. Feel free to watch those, and if not, after this one I'm going live to do a collective reading. So yeah, if you're vibing with this message, if you're vibing with this environment, feel free to kick back and hang out, say hello in chat. But yeah, so g'day Z, how's it going? Z Virgo chosen, hello. Thanks for being here, Lilith, I appreciate you. And thanks to everybody else who's just hanging out in the background. I appreciate you as well. Thanks for being here. Thanks for keeping the space cool and vibey. And yeah, hope I'm doing it justice for you as much as for myself. But the way that you're expressing at the moment is like somebody who has maybe won the lottery, somebody who has already put everything in order, in alignment, so that you can continue doing what you are here to do, referring back to the Queen of Wands energy. You know your path, you know your journey, you know where you're going to end up at the end of it. So you're walking your walk, you're talking your talk, you're appearing when and how you want to, and you're giving yourself the experience of a lifetime. And I think if you're following what I'm saying, you're already experiencing that of a lifetime moment. You're finding balance within your experience. If not, you're bringing it to yourself. You're not allowing yourself to become overwhelmed with thoughts. You're really laying your burdens at the table, and you're putting it down in a way that's eloquent, it's nice, it's consistent, conservative, and inclusive, I want to say. With this Four of Pentacles card, it gives the energy of greed, control, security. I spoke on those before. In your foundation, it really gives more the control. Foundation is really a good word to explain it. It's like you have really taken a look at reality, you've taken a look at your life, and you've decided, all right, what is important to me? What are the directions that I can actually see myself walking in? Where am I going in my life? What opportunities do I need to take here with the full energy in order to experience this foundational energy? What experiences and opportunities do I need to go out and have and feel and explore for myself? So what am I showing you? The full, I hope. What do I need to go and explore for myself, investigate for myself, so that I can be who I want to be? What illusions maybe need to be broken down? Was I believing in something that belonged to somebody else? Was I following the ideals and principles of somebody else? This is like culture locked. How do I operate within my own experience? How do I be who I am and not just be a follower, be a sheep, I guess? And then really, how do I ultimately express this abundance that exists within me? How do I express that I've lived through lives, I have got a destiny, I know where I'm going, I'm willing to change what needs to change, I'm willing to let go of what needs to be let go of, but I'm also wanting to hold on to the things that are for me. I want to experience this life in this lifetime to the full, so that then I can go into the next lifetime knowing that I lived sold out, I lived completely grounded in my own experience. I didn't need to compete with anybody, I didn't need to take from anybody, and I really solidified the experience as one that I would have again. Isn't that what life is all about? Waking up every single day wanting to do what you did yesterday again and again and again. Maybe it changes, maybe it evolves. I am talking to the Mutables here, so it probably does evolve, really. Far too imaginative, far too helpful, even involved in this and involved in that, helping and expressing ourselves, being curious, coming to it with our own philosophy, having optimism. And I just heard a little birdie, so that's confirmation for someone. But yeah, those were the 9 cards. So this is usually the point that I take to stop and say hello to everybody. So hello again, everybody. Hello again, everybody. You can use these 9 cards to determine whether or not this reading is going to be for you, because then I will use those 9 cards to read the external 12, which might be experiences that you're having or are moving towards. I do think that... oh my gosh. I do think that this is a very fun journey. If you want to interact with the chat but you don't know how, just put your star sign in there. You can use an emoji or you can write it out. But yeah, after I get to the 20-second card, that is when I will stop and actually offer everybody who was resonating, anybody who stayed, anybody who hung out, a reading right at the end. It is an energy reading, so it is not of the variety where you can just ask a question. I just pull 3 cards and I read the energy that is surrounding you. It can be your energy, it can be someone that you're thinking about, someone that's in your energy, I don't know. But usually I'm very good at connecting with you and your energy, so when we get to that point, we'll get to that point. But yeah, all right. Hi Lilith, how are you? I hope you're well. It's been ages. It's been way too long. Way too long. And I have to say, if you ever do start a page, let me come and be a moderator for you. It'll be fun. I'm not so good on coaxing in trolls. I'm very happy to sort of like stomp on them on the way out. But yeah, I'm excited for people that actually vibe well with trolls, like they use it well, like they educate people while they're doing it. I don't know, but I don't really anyway. I'm not in competition with anybody, so not even the people that try to take attention away from the attention that I'm garnering or acquiring here. Like, I don't even know. I'm just here showing up, doing my thing, chilling, and yeah. Literally 1 second, I know. All right, let's get to the reading. So everyone who's hanging out, thanks for the 8 people that have hit the like button. I appreciate you. If I could knuckle with you, I would, but yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate all of you, but yeah, I'm going to continue. Let's do this. So at the beginning of this reading, 1 o'clock on the clock, here we talk about self, identity, and becoming. Now on the back of the moon in reverse, I get the very good and clear sense that you've released anxieties and now your thoughts and your mental space are clear. Your mind is operating in a way that you're ready to use. Queen of Swords energy is the energy of being objective, intelligent, communicating where you need to, how you need to, when you, what you want to. Nobody really pushes you into a corner. Nobody puts baby in the corner. I don't know. What is that from? Is that from Dirty Dancing? Maybe. Maybe Dirty Dancing is relevant to you somehow. I don't know. Earth in spring. Queen of air energy is air on water. Water on air. Anyway. You're becoming somebody who knows how to express themselves is what I want to come back to. You have this objectivity about you. You know what needs to be done. It's opposing the trickster energy. So you're even somebody who creates your own realities. And then it's like reality catches up to you. So whatever you're doing, you are somebody who is working in moon reverse energy. Literally somebody who has mastered maybe seeing through the moon and recognizing the reverse. But it's this clarity that I'm getting through. Very, very, very psychic energy, very clear energy on at least your own path. I'll leave with that. Because that card there is responsible for the self. So at 2 o'clock, this position talks on values and resources. Here we have the Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant talks on spiritual wisdom, leadership, tradition, and institutions. So I feel like you've been connecting with a source lately. It may look like an institution. I don't know. It may just look like nature, if you get what I'm saying. It may not be a building or a temple or a workplace or a school. It may be nature. It may be the beach, a lake, a forest. I don't know. But whatever it is, it's giving you a stronger sense, or more like it's increasing your values, your principles towards the collective experience. It's giving you a greater sense of connectedness to the overarching theme of reality, which is inclusion, it's symbiosis, it's interconnectedness. It's not the opposite. It's not codependence, it's not hyper independence. It's knowing that you as an individual with your own unique set of dreams, ambitions, desires, skills, you can come into the world and offer of yourself as much as you like or as little as you like. And when you come into the world with this richness inside, I want to say, with the Hierophant in reverse, even though that kind of looks weird, that picture, but oh, ain't nobody got time for that. No, I don't know. There's so many ways to deal with energy, isn't there? I keep rolling backwards and I don't want to. Okay, so moving on from the Hierophant. Sorry, I was just making sure there was nothing else coming through. With this card connected to the Two of Wands on the inside coming from the Queen of Wands, it feels as though you're quite passionate about this path that you're following. You're quite connected to this path that sort of opened up for you. And so however you're keeping it together with the Hierophant, with what you know, what we move into here is Gemini energy. 3 o'clock, Gemini energy, right? Communication and learning. Geminis are all about curiosity, expressiveness, and quick-wittedness, but also those 4 other joined definitions: adaptability, versatility, integration, and flexibility. Could it be a spa day? I don't know. Oh, the 3 of Cups, that's why it says spa. You're, by this point, by 3 o'clock, you experience this happiness. It probably comes from you connecting with old friends. Maybe they're school friends, maybe they're work colleagues, but they're good vibe people, and you connect with them. And really, ultimately, what I'm getting here is you do connect with the idea of joy, or the feeling of joy. The harmony really is felt here, and it's just a really good time for you and everyone involved. I don't get the sense that any one person feels like they need to hold the cup and give a speech or anything. It's just like, I don't know. It's like you've integrated with your own experience in a way. Maybe your lower self and your higher self, that little angel and that little devil, your fullest potential, and then also the potential when you don't apply yourself, those kinds of ideas within that duality kind of field. Oh, I feel like the things that you learn when you are just experiencing reality as it occurs, when you're not trying to project any kind of experience, when you're not trying to have or take or be anything more than you are, this is when you just appear in reality, in the here and now, so balanced, so ready to move forward in whatever direction you want to. Damn. Then at 4 o'clock, emotional foundation, emotional roots. It's the 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands energy talks about conflict, ambition, competition. If you're grounding these kinds of energies, if you're actually building foundations from a past of these energies where you've been someone who's been willing to be the middleman, the halfway, somebody who gets in the middle of people who are experiencing difficulties, like you just offer yourself help. I feel like in the here and now, you're realizing, I can't hold on to other people's experiences forever, and if they're not going to do the work for themselves, then how should I be expected to do it for them? So you're giving everyone free reign. Again, this probably comes on the back of you going through that 10-10-10 experience on the inside with the Wheel of Fortune, the 10 of Cups, and the 10 Swords. You probably had this Dark Night of the Soul moment in those two cards and really needed to take a good hard look at what kind of balance you could bring to your own reality. Because internally, we came from the foundation of the Four of Pentacles. So you had stability, you had control, you had a real sense of where you were going. And then on the external, it might present as a conflict. So if this is a conflict that you're having with yourself and you're not sure in which direction to go in because you can't really actually decide, because this will bring you to a 7 of Wands. If you're adding what you learned on the inside to what you learned on the outside, you've got a 7 of Wands. So just know that while you're in this place of deciding, okay, how do I actually want to appear? How do I want to be emotionally grounded? Am I going to do the breath work? Am I going to do the exercise? Am I going to do the affirmations? Am I going to look after my own reality so that then even I don't have to be in conflict? I can drop one of these wands if I am trying to come to the collective experience with too much energy and go back to the 4 of Wands energy. Do you see what I mean? Like, you're with that full energy coming out. I wish I knew if the magician was going to appear, but with that full energy coming out, it's like you're deciding at what pace you want to accept reality or create reality. So you're moving through it at a pace that's comfortable. You've been at a 10, you've been operating at a 10. Maybe that looks like survival. I don't know where that comes from. Breathe. And a 10 experience can be a bit much. It can feel a bit burdensome. Goodness gracious me. And then when you move into your creativity, the 5 o'clock position, creativity, pleasure, and heart, and it's 5 pentacles, this part of the reading can be a bit difficult. So I want to hold space for you if you're feeling it. No. Ooh, for the divine feminines in the collective that are maybe feeling it, and I didn't even realize there was 2 females on these cards. I'm sending you love, I'm sending you light. I see how hard things might be for you in your experience during this time in the reading. I really don't like reading difficult times, but yeah, if you're feeling like you're on the outside of the situation after going through and realizing that you could move through the emotional, even the way that you were being triggered with this 5 of Wands energy, but you really can take away that you kept yourself together to marry these 2 cards, to move from the cardinal position, which is normally the 4 o'clock, which is what I talk on, with these 4 of Wands. 5 of Wands, and then, yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I really want you to recognize how hard it is for any individual to succeed. Like, nobody wants to be in the energy of failure, but if you can take the failure and recognize that there was something to learn, and I'm not saying that this can be done with everything, but this is sort of the power of alchemy. You're sort of moving through reality and culture and past experiences or trauma to dictate how you respond to reality. I'm not talking to people who are reactive. I'm not talking to people who are literally so wounded by the world that they can't do any of the shadow work, any of the healing to even see through the moon, even see through the pain of the 10 of Swords, even be able to actually hit on the right 10 of Cups and not an illusion, right? I'm talking to people who have actually taken the Wheel of Fortune, Major Arcana experience and embodied it. You're people who are moving forward passionately. You're moving forward curiously. You're moving forward through experiences which are otherwise difficult with courage. It's almost fearless. It's just you standing in your own strength. It's you standing in your own power. It's you knowing that the wheel continues to turn and you can experience things from one perspective or another. At any point, it doesn't have to stay the same. And so, to move on to 5 o'clock. Nope, 6 o'clock. Ah, oh, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Source. Oh, ring-a-ding-ding, fairy energy coming through with the 7 of Major Arcana, otherwise known as the Chariot. What am I trying to say there? This card here is by itself Cancer energy, I think. Yeah, Cardinal energy. So if you did go from a place of 5 energy, right? It was a challenge, it was difficult, you needed to give a little bit more effort, or you needed to pull effort away, whatever it was for you. Just know that the Chariot is here next. This here is telling me that travel is incoming, on the way. Can I say that? Incoming, on the way? Definitely. Now take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This card here is in the 6th position. This card here is the Virgo identifier card. So, stop to analyze. Maybe analyze where you're giving energy, maybe where you're bleeding energy, leaking energy, and pull back your help until you have a better sense of what's going on. Get practical about reality and really own your own freaking experience. If you're not enjoying what's going on, give that experience away to whoever else wants to experience it, and you go towards what brings you light. The Chariot energy to me talks so much about like self-fulfillment, self-awareness, enough to know that you can change the world that you live in just by making a new choice, by you existing inside of that understanding, inside of that knowledge. It's how you're going to make it through these 5 experiences. The experience of the 5 of Wands, maybe it's appearing as conflict, but taking away the ambition. Knowing that if you're going to be in competition with anybody, then fine, I'm going to compete, and I'm going to compete in the way that I know how. And I go all out, and I never say die. So I'm going to appear here, and I'm going to appear there, and I'm going to appear everywhere. Like, and it may look like a farm to somebody. I don't know, old MacDonald. It may look like a circus to someone else, but it may look like a marketing room where people are making phone calls and making money. Like, I don't know, what is chaos to someone may not be chaos to others. And I'm speaking to the Mutables. Who am I kidding? We thrive in chaos. We are the ones that actually adapt. We get versatile. We integrate, or we become flexible to the point of even snapping. Like, look at this picture. I know that I'm talking to someone here. Like, this is literally like, oh, your chaos is your power. And when you use your power in the way that you desire, when you use your power, honoring your own journey, honoring your own light, these challenges, these competitions, these opportunities given to you by the universe, by now, the people that I'm talking to, you know what I'm talking about. You really do. Collect your pentacles. And if it's only 5, know that you can take that 5 into the world and you can make it 10. And you got to this 5 by this point already. This was the 5th card. And in the 6th card, you get the Chariot. Like, I don't know. If you see the pattern that I'm seeing, don't stress the difficult times. If anything, take them as opportunities to slow things down. Slow things down. Maybe go on a dive. Go and talk to the whales. Book a trip to the Great Barrier Reef, you know. Go to the Great Barrier Reef and do a minke whale trip. Tell them I sent you. Goodness gracious. I long to be living off of the Great Barrier Reef again, and I cannot wait till like January, Feb. Hope, fingers crossed, we'll be studying marine biology, but if not, I'll be somewhere in country Queensland again. The place that feels like home for me. Anyway, side rant. You get this vehicle, you get keys to the car that you've been driving all along. Yes, I'm talking about your life. You remember who you are, you come to that sense of who you are, and you actually move forward. You move forward in a way that other people don't understand because you went through this 10 of Swords experience. You needed to drop something, you needed to go through something, you needed to go through something so that you could get to the next part of your journey. You know that you're traveling through the cycle. You know that you're traveling through the seasons. You know that you're going through a solar return every year. So you're giving yourself the chance to breathe through this experience, get the understanding of that, and just move forward. Hello, Zoe K. You love causing troubles. Okay. And you're angry. What's your energy? I don't know. I shouldn't do this mid-reading. It's going to change shit. But anyway, what's the energy there? Four of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Love causing trouble. That's so funny. That's trickster energy. That's cute. We're almost at that card anyway. So the next card that I'm going to read is the 7 o'clock on the clock. This card here talks to relationships, reflections. The full card that I just showed you was the reflection or the mirror on the inside, the work that you've done to get yourself to the new opportunities, to get yourself to that moment where you're ready to take the leap of faith. It here and now shows as the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles literally talks about ambition, prosperity, and opportunities. So if you literally have taken that leap of faith, if you literally have taken that step out into the unknown, all I'm going to say is it's about to start paying off. Your seeds are about to start growing roots. Your seed is about to start sprouting, and just know that through the change of seasons, through you experiencing everything that is appearing within your reality to experience, going through it, maybe not even having an understanding why you're going through it, but understanding that when you bring acceptance, when you bring love, when you bring patience, when you bring your flexibility, adaptability, your curiosity, I don't know, all of who you are, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, when you bring all of that who you are, you know that you can just keep operating from a place of never-ending energy, because you really don't exhaust yourself. Your source is so connected, so divine, I want to say. Like, you have really gone through a journey, if you're resonating with this message in the here and now. The journey that you've gone to has led you to a transformation. And the transformation is the High Priestess. Maybe you're somebody who has been experiencing a spell of celibacy. Maybe you're somebody who has been resisting urges, tapping into your spirituality for the sake of not bypassing, but really realizing who you are, tapping into divine feminine energy, using your intuition to guide your steps, literally leading yourself to your own power and tapping in for the sake of transforming into whatever you desire to be. Whew. Maybe you do desire to be somebody who just, I don't know, maybe you chill in the forest, maybe you dance around in the moonlight, maybe you're somebody who just loves life to the full. You're not shy and you're not scared of these moon experiences, especially if you're able to keep them and see them in the reverse. I perceive that no, cool. Zoe, I think we'll get along. I think we have a similar mentality. I too, if trolls appear, I troll them back. I don't know. I've got the energy, I'm a diver. If you want to dive and you want to sleep with the fishes and you don't know what you're doing, and I'm an ascended Sagittarius. I'm 4 times placed Sagittarius, and I don't mind talking about what's going on within my planets. But yeah, the games that we can play, the way that we can see through the rain, see through the trees, see through the forest, and it's this transformation that you go through. Mutable signs. You've gone through a beautiful transformation that maybe only you will be able to see, or maybe the people who are connected to the experience fully will be able to see. By 9 o'clock on the clock, the very next position, the next card, that talks to Sagittarius energy specifically. So the expansion and belief card. So this is you, Sagittarians, even getting to a point where your intuition is being engaged. Your intuition is being engaged, it's being highlighted, it's being impressed upon you. Maybe you have done some ancestral healing work. I'm not sure how it's going to manifest for you. Wow, 4 of Swords. in the expansion and belief. So I sense already, first of all, there's stability in what you're doing. If you are taking the time to find balance in solitude, good job. If you're taking the time to really find clarity, which will lead you to self-love, good job. If you're somebody who's been looking for some kind of, I don't know, looking for some kind of connection, trying to decide between moving this way or that way, or even this communication is coming towards you, trust that it will come if you give yourself the opportunity to rest. Recover your energy. Remember who you are. Return to your own beliefs. Return to your beliefs so that you can either expand them or recalibrate them so that your life is more in alignment with what you want to do. Take the moment to rest. Productivity does not need to be the main objective of reality. You can enjoy everything that's occurring around you, occurring for you through the experience, or you can look at it like it's occurring at you, like life is happening to you. But ultimately, if you take the moment to rest, remember who you are, come back to who you are. Remember, it's only 9 o'clock in the afternoon. A little Panic at the Disco shout out there. You can turn this around. You can make the experience of everything that you've wanted to experience in the past, and you can literally start to enjoy the stability that you bring to your own experience. And if you're only starting to get an understanding of self-help or self-empowerment or self-actualization, just know that moment that you take the opportunity to rest, maybe sitting with Ma'at energy, balancing it out, sitting, even that's like Libra energy coming through there. But I don't know, I'm prompted to say that if you're just starting on the journey of looking after yourself, looking after things that you actually can help and affect and influence, sure, but you're not trying to do those things on purpose. If you are, you will go through an ego death. And those people that are like, I am the healing, I am the power, it's like, it's not real. It's source. It's the power that exists in all of us that heals us. The person who extends their faith like a mustard seed towards the healer, in like Page of Cups energy, if you extend your faith towards the healer, then of course you're externalizing that source power that exists inside of you. But ultimately you can find your own way in the dark, and you can turn this energy in reverse, and you will literally find your way. And there's a moth inside my room. Oh, cutie, hello. Of course, I've got the lights on, and it's raining outside. You're getting out of the rain. Okay. Well, you're lucky I got rid of the huntsman, which, mind you, was the size of my palm. Otherwise, that moth would be dead. So I don't know. Who can take the sunrise and sprinkle it with dew? Sagittarius, however your philosophy pans out, whatever you're doing to experience life, thanks for doing it. Thanks for going on the adventures that you go on. Thanks for keeping your optimism and showing everybody how to do it if that's what you're doing. And if you're not in that energy and one of the other mutables is doing, the Geminis, the Virgos, the Pisces, sure thing. Within us, within one solar return, we experience the stars in all of the masks. All of the masks appear for us to perceive, to see, to wear, to hold, to embody, to try for ourselves, and really taking what resonates through each season, through each month, through each cycle. Allowing the characters to do what they can do during the seasons, knowing that those characters embody the best and worst parts of the planets as they travel around the sun themselves. And so these bodies, these planets that we do this dance with around the sun, Leo energy sort of coming through there, I don't know. We, the mutables, are the ones that bring, I guess, balance to the here and the there, the in-between, the liminal space, the energy of the virgin, like the high priestess, I don't know, maiden mother crone, the Virgin Mother Mary, like Jesus's mum. I don't know, what's coming through with the next card? So, the King of Wands comes out in the career and reputation position. So this is like moving forward from Sagittarius, moving towards Pisces. Wow. So you might actually get some kind of promotion by following your passions. You might actually get some kind of elevation within your experience based on you. Excuse me, I just burped. You might be on the way towards some kind of success. I will say that this is coming on the back of the Wheel of Fortune on the inside. So you actually might be somebody who's resonating with this, who is finding their own success. A Sagittarian doesn't need to be. It could also be Pisces. It could be Gemini, Virgo, right? This is a mutable collective energy reading. So you can take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But what I'm sensing is you're sort of, it's like trailblazing energy, ice-breaking energy. You're getting into the gap. You're getting into the gap and you're moving through it and you're allowing the experience to become what it will be. Your confidence at the moment is really, really, really locked in. And it may be because you unlocked the Wheel of Fortune for yourself, but it may also be because you started from this place of Queen of Wands energy. So by 10 o'clock on the clock, and even 10 is a completion, by the time you come to a self-realization, by the time you actually start participating with reality the way that you want to, building your reputation to be, that person is the whatever, fill in the blanks. So you may be somebody who's really passionate about art. Look, it's the artist who creates art or whatever. Like, do you get what I mean? It's the doctor who loves saving lives. It's the nurse who loves helping people. It's the this that loves that or whatever. When you embody that, it feels like you come to this full circle moment. It is a 10 with that, the Wheel of Fortune in between. You go full circle and you just realize that you've been embodying your own energy the whole time. You've been giving more and more of yourself to the experience, giving away, having ego deaths as necessary. Wow, I did talk about how Leo energy was coming through before, and here's the sun. So by 11 o'clock, 11:11 might mean something to you, but by 11 o'clock the sun comes out, and maybe we're talking about in the morning. So there's still time in the day to achieve, to accomplish. When the sun comes out, tomorrow, bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Goodness gracious. The moth is going crazy. Gosh, I must have exploded its little eardrums, poor thing. This card talks about happiness, positivity, success, vitality, clarity. So the energy within this is beautiful. Within you finding the stability in your career, you building your reputation, what comes next at 11 o'clock is you actually finding your community, you finding your purpose within your community and coming up in that energy as the sun. So you really have done some kind of work on the inside for this experience to be showing up for you. And all I want to say at this point is, well done. You're working on your legacy and you're being renewed. So take the moments that you need to, going back to that Four of Swords energy with the Four of Air, recalibrate yourself as you need to at this moment in time and move forward. Move forward in the way that reflects what you desire from the experience. Like, give yourself the opportunity to have the lower self, the present self, the higher self experience under the same sun, knowing that you're not where you used to be and you're not where you want to be, but at least you're where you are and you can make the most of it. You can use this moment, if you're feeling like you're in between, as a moment to recalibrate yourself, like I said. And recalibrating yourself under the sun may actually look like you going on a holiday. I don't know. Maybe you are Mr. Passion Bags, Mr. Art Bags, Mrs. Moneybags, Mr. or Mrs. Sugar Daddy. I don't know how it works with that King of Wands energy appearing in between these two cards. Maybe you are taking yourself on a holiday. Maybe you're going on an adventure to Nepal to climb up a mountain, to sit at a temple. Maybe you're going to Thailand to smoke some weed and chill out under the stars, or at a full moon party. Maybe you're going to Machu Picchu and you're going to climb up the mountain and you're going to meet the other part of yourself, which is just another part of the experience. Maybe you are going to go on an alchemist journey somewhere to find something and get to the end of that alchemist journey and realize it has always been with you. It has always been within you to arrive, to realize, to become the center of your own world, to become the center of your own experience. Whew. Wow. Not so that you can brag about it to somebody else, not so that you can take that opportunity away from somebody else, but so that you can be doing what you're supposed to be doing in your reality, so that you can be elevating your quantum field, and stable too, I want to say, because it moves into this Queen of Cups energy here. And at 12 o'clock on the clock, I already said it's Pisces time. This card here could also be 12th house energy, so subconscious and surrender. Whoo! Queen of Cups at the subconscious and surrender. Healing, intuition again, compassion. I want to say that you offered this to yourself. I want to say that this is a stage that you arrived at yourself. Woo! It is a bit like a trip, isn't it? This card, I know, I'm wondering if I'm ever going to get in trouble by YouTube or anything for a cartoon picture. But yeah, I do sort of try to keep my things to 18 plus because, I don't know. I'm a sapiosexual, I'm also bisexual, so it's like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to sound egotistical. But yeah, I enjoy intelligent conversations with people who bring meaning and consistency and integrity to the table, and yeah, that's just me. Yeah, that's me. I feel like, especially with the cups being something that is responsible for spirituality anyway, it could be connections, it could be you being somebody who's mastered your connections with others. You just move into this energy really well. Your intuition with the High Priestess could have been what led you to stay on this path, stay on this journey, stay on this adventure. I mean, you have been on quite an adventure already. Maybe you perceived that something was coming for you in the future. Maybe you knew by fulfilling your purpose, fulfilling what you felt inside your soul to complete. That's what took you on the adventure to actually go and find the people that you commune with, people that actually re-inspire you to find your own ambition, find your own strength in times that are difficult, and then literally go and win at your own leisure, at your own call. It's like you're calling in victories because you just know that this experience isn't real anyway. It's not really real, and so you're using your energy the way that you want now. By the time we get to the 12, you're using your subconscious. You're fully surrendered to the experience. You're giving yourself permission to play like a child. Remember what it was like to live with every single day being full of opportunities, being full of energy, being full of sunlight, energy, literally being able to see all of the opportunities that are for you to have, to hold, to experience, and knowing that eventually we do get to the 22nd card. So if you've resonated with this reading at all, just know that the options that you have created for yourself, the way that you've been showing up for yourself, as yourself, inside of your own energy, just know that you are going to arrive at a place where you can choose your own journey. You can choose to operate at any level of vibration. You can choose to walk away. You can choose to stay. But just remember that if you choose to stay and you operate at a vibration that isn't in alignment with the environment may turn on you and not the reverse. So that's the most important thing to remember about art. And there's this beautiful quote that I want to say from Sensate. It's a quote that's like, art is subjective. And the interesting thing about art is when you call judgment on it, it's like the art exposes you actually and makes you become the subject, revealing your insecurities, your shortfalls, your inability to participate in a way that reflects art. It's an open interpretation. The full experience is an open interpretation. So when you decide to walk in a direction that is meaningful to you, just know that the choices that appear for you to experience, they're going to be in alignment with everything that you've been dreaming about, everything that you've been desiring within the experience. Just know that if you don't fall to temptations, if you take the options that give you strength, that give you, that give you more motivation to continue down the path, literally just know that the options will appear. You can take the path that you want, and no, you won't be living in a fantasy. You will be living in a moment that is literally of your own creation by each and every single choice where you chose to, instead of subconsciously process through reality, but consciously process through reality, taking control of every moment in your day so that you can get to where you want to go by the end of it. This is a journey that you can take by yourself, you can take it as part of a collective, but really ultimately it's your choice to meet yourself at the end of that road or not. If you're not able to meet at the end of that road, then let people know that you're going to go through the experience at your own pace. Maybe you are somebody who's going to get stuck in Ten of Swords energy. Maybe you're literally going to feel like you've been experiencing pain, sadness, being stabbed in the back, like whatever. You can choose how to use that energy. You don't have to express that in any kind of painful way. It definitely doesn't need to come out as conflict. You don't need to conflict with reality, even though conflict is pretty good if you can keep it constructive, but conflict for the sake of conflict, not so much. Because it will leave you in this experience like, oh God, I can't even entertain my own experience the way that I want to experience it. I have to be constantly in this halfway energy, and it's not really the vibe. You already have experienced within you 3 10 experiences, and you know that if you continue going on your journey, if you continue going through the seasons, through the cycles, returning to your solar return, the options and the desire, I don't know, the options that you wanted to experience will eventually appear for you to experience them, but you need to let go of whatever you're holding on to. If it's some kind of past cultural conditioning that you've been indoctrinated into with or without your own awareness, just know that you can choose to walk away. There's no reason that your values need to reflect anybody else's. You should be confident enough by now to make choices for yourself, walk in the direction that is in alignment with your life mission, your soul's purpose, your own resonance. Like, don't find yourself in places that you don't resonate. It's the most, especially when you're working with people who know how to work with energy, they will convert you into a battery and then they'll just feed off of your freely given energy, because energy is just a seed. It's an opportunity for you to use it however you want. Santeria energy comes through here, like Dia de los Muertos. I don't know if you were there when we were talking about Halloween and Dia de los Muertos stuff, but the energy came through, bro. Like the candles that we lit that night, I don't know, even the moon that we partied with, it's beautiful. And that's great. Like, that's just it. And I come to the experience like that as well. So sometimes I know that I can be turned into a battery because I literally know that sometimes I'm just too excited. Like right now, I can't even slow down my talking because of how excited I am about this reading for all of you. Like, if this is resonating with you, it's your time. Stand in the gap if you want to. Be the bridge if you want to. Literally spin your record, DJ. Like, make it what you want. Feel what you want. Do what you want. Don't be afraid. 555 might be relevant for someone as well. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm giving the message its due diligence, because the energy inside this reading, Mickey Mouse, mate. Like, not even difficult to read through, not even distracted from. It was like clear as a freaking bell. So how about we clear some space? I was hearing the woos and then I started making woos. Don't worry. Badoo 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 do 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 do. Badoo do 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 do. Don't worry. Is that the message, Spirit? Can I go off the hook for the collective message? I feel like that was it anyway. Yeah. Mickey Mouse, mate. All right. So if you have hung around this till this far in the reading, I thank you, I appreciate you, I see you. I hope this energy is helpful for you. Use it in a helpful, positive way. Please don't just take it away and, like, I don't know, shit it up the wall. That would be annoying for you more than anything, because I get this energy to provide this reading for you guys from source. And so it is always my hope and intention that you will take it away if it resonates and leave it here behind for somebody else, right? So leave me a like if you resonated and you feel feeling I don't know, feeling rich. I wanted to say that. I don't know. Feeling expensive. Leave me a like to let me know that this resonated with you. You can leave me a comment on whatever video you connect with and that resonates with you and start up a conversation. Otherwise, check out my description for my channel description for a email that you can email me for a private reading. I give up to 15 minutes free one-on-one readings. And yeah, I've also got a paid option if you're wanting to be a little bit more serious about what's coming through for you. Yeah, you just got to hit me up on the email. It can all be sorted through there. I can either do that on a live at the end of a reading, a general reading, or I can do that in its own sort of format, unlisted, where you'll get an email to the link and you can check it out yourself. So, yeah, but those readings, typically I'll leave them unlisted forever. I won't use them to edit from even, unless YouTube prompts it, but it'll be a personal reading, so it doesn't feel right. But yeah. Anyway, leave a subscription if you're wanting to follow along the journey that I'm having here. I'm still within my first year of being on YouTube, so I am planning on hanging out for the next 11 years. So to 12 years on YouTube, 24 in total, 12 years as a user, and then 12 years as a contributor. So yeah, those 22 cards that I just read should give you a good indication of whether or not you should receive an energy reading from me or not. And then yeah, if you feel confident, then I guess I can trust you and we'll pull some cards for you. But yeah, especially the first 9 cards were the cards that will give you a good indication of whether or not this reading is for you. All right, I've said what I've said. Thank you, everybody. I'm gonna look at chat really quickly and then we're gonna get going. So thank you, everybody who has hung out till here at the end waiting for a reading. Just depending on what Lilith has said, definitely. Ooh, are we going with... Oh, that's all right. Zoe, that's what I spend all my money on, so that I can sit here, chill, talk, you know. But yeah, if you need any information on that, what Lilith said before, I wish I could pin 2 comments, but like, yeah, she said, as she said, free readings for mutable signs only, the here and now. Check your chart. You have so many places to fit into the mutable. So once you understand where it is on your chart, you can use it to help yourself heal, to help yourself grow, move into whatever direction you want to move into. So literally, if you're wanting a reading, let us know. Let me know with your star sign, thank you, and your shoe size. I want to go with that. Your shoe size is awesome. That's freaking amazing. Can you repost that? I can't copy and paste from this side of the thing, but that's amazing. All right, we're going with star sign and your shoe size. That's amazing. Sorry, I'm a weirdo. I like weird things. I enjoy weird things. I enjoy weird energy too. Oh, the stories I could tell you. Zoe, if you can, go outside, look up at the sky. Hopefully it's nighttime. But if you look up at the sky, the stars will tell you. They'll tell you exactly what you need to know too. Every night if you want. But yeah, it's an experience you need to have for yourself. Well, go outside. What are you doing? What are you doing even hanging out with me? If it was 4 a.m., all the lights around here would be off and then I could see all the stars. I would have a fire. Oh. All right, we're doing this. I saw one. Sagittarius, size 5. All right, here we go. Sanguita, are you here? It seems like you're here. All right, I'm not going to use that deck. I'm just going to go with the self-explain. Beautiful. How are you going, Sanguita? I hope the energy within the reading wasn't too difficult for you. It was a little bit difficult at times, but I feel like we came around. I feel like there's a lot of options to take. I don't feel like anything's set in stone even. And yeah, I'm not taking that. I don't know why I grabbed that, but anyway. Past energy at the moment. I'm either getting this past energy for you, Sangeeta, I don't know how to say that. It's either in the upright or the reverse. You decide how this fits for you, but it did look like it was in the upright when I looked at it. It was on the side, like that. So this could talk to balance, or... No, this could talk to healing, intuition, compassion, or it could be talking to neediness, insecurities, or... being hypersensitive, I guess. Either which way, I feel like before I even put this down, I want to say... through experiences, because the Sagittarius card before was... Oh no, that was the Capricorn, sorry. The Sagittarius card is the 4 of Swords within the reading. So 4 Swords tells me that you need to take a moment to slow down. You need to take a moment to have a look at what is going on inside of your experience and really take note of what you want the outcome to be. If people aren't vibrating in your same vibration, if people aren't operating in the same modus operandi that you do, then recalculate for yourself. Is this serving my highest good? Am I stuck in a situation that I want to find my way out of? Is this something that I can actually seek help for in my real world, seek help for from my mum, my dad? I don't know what your relationship you've got, but ultimately maybe your mum energy coming through here, I'm not too sure. So overall, Sanguita, I'm hoping that this past energy sort of gets resolved throughout this reading, but the Sagittarius energy does sort of have this energy within its past as well, of this intuitive hit, this coming to this High Priestess energy, which is talking about you getting an intuitive hit, you tapping into your spirituality in that past moment. Also, it might be important for you to check where Cancer is inside of your chart. The last energy I want to speak on here for past energy is... No, that's it. Whew. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on for you in your experience, but 8 of Swords showed up in reverse, so it feels like if you're able to focus on what you want to do within your lifetime, within your reality, you're going to lead yourself forward. You're actually going to take yourself out of maybe like a cycle of, I don't know why, a cycle of abuse. I don't mean to say that. Trigger warning, I don't know. This feels like it's dipping into like personal territory, deeper than sort of collective vibration. But whatever's going on, Sanguita, I hope that you're able to walk away when it is time for you. I hope that you're able to see that seasons will change, difficulty will come and will go, and when you're ready to experience something that is at your vibrational match, then you will walk towards it. You will call it towards yourself. It's not going to be like you feel resistance, restricted either. And if you are experiencing that, just know that the sun does come out tomorrow. Yeah, okay. Use your intuition is really what I'm feeling to say to you, Sanguita. With that coming out on the side, it says there intuition literally. So use your intuition. You'll know what messages are for you. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. This Page of Cups, because it is on the shelf, it could be you moving into the future with naivety, with creativity, with sensitivity, or it could be you moving into the future in the energy of insecurity, childishness, or afraid to trust what is unfolding for you to experience. So if you can tap into your spirituality, again, here with this one, the Queen of Cups in reverse, if you're able to take the blindfold off of yourself, if you're able to get out of any kind of denial energy, any energy that is holding you stagnant, if you're able to realize that all you need to do is ask for help from the right person, then I really do feel like you're going to move towards that Page of Cups experience in the upright. You're going to find creative solutions to your problems. You're going to see the way that you're supposed to make it through. And it may look like naivety to others, but it's because you're embodying this like lowest self, maybe messenger type energy, where you've got the ability to just move between here and there and there and there, and it's really like your adaptability coming through, your versatility coming through, and your flexibility. And the bottom of the deck energy, is telling me that you're going to arrive at another completion here, and this time this completion is talking to the Ten of Wands. So, Sanguita, to end your reading here, I hope that this resonated with you. I hope that this was gonna help you choose the way to move forward, honoring yourself, honoring the adventure that you're here to have, and not letting anyone get in your way, right? Don't let anyone get in your way. And if you're the one that's going to get in your way, then take a break for 10 minutes, 5 minutes a day. I don't know what it is, but take a break and recalibrate, and then stop being in competition with yourself. That's what it feels like it came through, if anything, at the end. So, yeah. Thank you very much, Sangrita. I appreciate it. All right. Coming up next, I see. Thank you, Lilith. You're at work, aren't you? You are at work. All right. Lilith, I see that you're keeping it moving. Thank you very much. Z, Virgo Chosen. How's it going? Virgo, 1999. All right, what can we do for you? Let's see where your energy's at. The Virgo part of this reading is number 6. Number 6 on the clock is... Oh, shiitake mushrooms. That really popped out. Well, all right, to start with, Virgo, on the clock, on the train, the stop was number 6 for the reading, and so that stop there is 6th house energy, talks to home service, refinement, whatever it is that you were doing. Within the reading, we pulled the 7 of Major Arcana, otherwise known as the Chariot. I don't know why I do that, but the Chariot literally talks to travel, control, action, willpower, and determination. So I feel like you chose a good time to come into this reading. The card, I got a confirmation burp, maybe, I don't know, maybe it's just a burp. You chose a time when your card actually reflects a good time, a good energy inside your experience. You did come from the 5 of Pentacles energy in the past, but you moved towards the Ace of Pentacles energy in the future from this position within the reading, right? You were able to integrate what you needed to integrate. You were able to start what you needed to start, and you will. You will is the energy that I get there. So, past energy, 5 Pentacles, Knight of Swords. The way that I read this, you either had came in contact with somebody who was very like one-minded, was very much single-minded. It was the energy of somebody, if it occurred on your external. Otherwise, you have been dealing with this yourself, figuring out how to be able to accept that 2 things can be true at once. Being more daring to experience what you want to experience, being more open and available to actually participate with reality as it unfolds. The movement there is sort of like fixed energy with Aquarius showing up. Yeah, heart chakra kind of healing. I don't know. In this past energy, the last thing I want to say on that is something healed. Something was put to rest, and then when it was put to rest, the movement and the flexibility of the Knight here of Nights are mutable for me here on my channel. So this is Gemini energy. Maybe you actually, in your past energy, got really curious about whatever this Five of Pentacles energy was for you. So you expressed yourself, you found out, and you literally used your wit to move forward. You opened up your own full experience. You opened up your own full experience. This is coming up again in the reading. So double full inside of a reading for me tells me that if you didn't watch this reading, maybe go back and watch it. Because when this card comes up, especially in the present energy, it means to me that something inside that reading might have been for you. Now, it's not just a sales pitch, it's just genuinely how I feel. This card here talks to new beginnings, innocence, opportunity, leap of faith, and already I feel like you have gone through an experience of returning to some innocence, returning to something that was pure for you. You brought it back to the energy of you cleaned it. It's like, I literally want to say, like, it's like you had like something passed down in your family and you cleaned it and then found out that it was worth more money, if you know what I mean. Like, somebody passed down some knowledge and then maybe once upon a time it wasn't worth much, but now is a time where it's going to become more and more valuable. So you having these ancestral knowledges, these connection to your ancestors, maybe even connection to your ancestral spirit guides, it's what's leading you forward. It's what's giving you like a clear chakra. It's a clear chakra in the way that you can see your way forward. This reading as well talked a lot about having really keen psychic gifting, seeing through the moon even, and even the High Priestess came out in the reading. So I don't know. I'll tell you your last card before I go. Just continue to trust that you're using your time wisely. You're moving in the way that you should be moving at the moment, and you're just going to keep moving towards what is for you. So keep winning. The future energy that I got for you is the Nine of Wands. So with this Nine of Wands, I feel like you are coming to find your own strength, your own strength. You're completing something for yourself. I know that it may have taken a lot of determination, but you really integrated something. You really measured something from the past and you really integrated it. And it's like your seeds are beginning to grow. Your seeds are beginning to send shoots into the air, send roots into the ground. And when that tree, the tree of your life, becomes a 10, just know that when you arrive at that completion, it's going to be such a lovely experience. It's really not going to feel like any kind of anything other than strength. It's going to feel like you've actually found your calling, your purpose, your mission in this lifetime, and you're going to start fulfilling it. You're just going to complete it at a rate that's comfortable to you. Keep following your own inner guidance. Find your own inner power. Be persistent with yourself, for yourself. Be courageous, please. Be courageous. And just know that with a little bit of persuasion, even if it's just for you, you're going to get through this experience each and every single time. And nothing is impossible when you connect to source, when you connect to the power that gives you the ability to appear each and every day in this reality. That's when your reality starts shifting in a way that's more in alignment with what you desire, right? So I hope you keep winning, Sanguita. I hope you're still here. I don't know. Maybe I lost you. Maybe that was too intense. I don't know. But yeah, here we go. I feel like I should double check chat, Lilith. Make sure no one's being weird. Was there any weirdos? Was I the only one to get rid of weirdos tonight? Don't know. Does he love me? I wanna know. I wanna know if you'll be my beau, or is it in his heart? Oh no, hit it to me. That was for Z. Ah, damn it. Was it for Z? I thought we were, yeah, we were. Sorry. Z, Virgo, chosen. That's who I was actually reading for. What did I say? I should really write this down. I'm so unprofessional. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. You're delusional, yeah, you're wasting your time. Alright, who's next? Who's next? Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. They're not like us. They're not like us. Hello, it's me. I'm in California dreaming about who we used to be. Ecstasy, ecstasy, ecstasy. She's a naughty girl with a bad habit. A bad habit for drugs. Oh my gosh, Chris Lilly, Australian comedy. We really push the edges. We really push the edges. What does that mean, Lilith? Isn't grounded enough for retaining practical information. What? When the moon hits your eyes like a great pizza pie, that's amore. La da 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 da, la da 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 dee, shala da 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 dum da 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 dum. All right, we're doing combat, pretty combat, combat pretty. Are you a personal trainer, combat pretty? I feel like combat is my brain went to like Commando. There used to be a show here in Australia. I don't know. It's probably American actually. The Biggest Loser, and they had the drill sergeant kind of vibe. Da, 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 ba, down, down, ba, da, 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 da. This is a thriller. Ooh, you've got your own channel, Combat. Wow. Hi. Oh, you're like full professional. Okay, I won't waste any more of your time. All right, here we go. Beautiful. Thank you for your service to that country. I'd say that with respect. I don't mean any disrespect by that. Let's go. I've got a pen. I'm gonna write this down. You're a Pisces. Hello, Pisces. Combat pretty. Alright, so we will go with, I feel like I want to go with the animals. Mike Orion's Animal Tarot. Oh, alright, combat pretty. Combat pretty. Pisces energy. Ooh, Empress falls out first. Past energy. Feels good so far. Pisces, where was Pisces? Pisces was 12. Okay. So with the 12 card was the Queen of Cups. This to me throughout the reading, it was just confirming. This reading really felt like everybody within the Mutables, they're just coming to a sense of themselves. They've been existing within polarities, and maybe this is something that you've also experienced as well. The reason that I say that the energy coming through is nice or is good is because with the past energy that I pulled, which is the Empress. This talks to feminine power, creativity, fertility, expression, pleasure. Genuinely, I feel like you're somebody who's going through an experience, maybe feeling like an awakening. It may be something to do with the eclipse season. Something's been happening for you that's coming to light. It's a personal expression. It's the full sense of going from moonlight with this card, and then to sunlight with this card. But they're within the same experience. They're within the prior to whatever is coming in the next card. Oh, so what's happening in the here and now? Where is this fertility going? Where is this expression going? What is happening for combat Pisces? And I've got the Nine of Cups in your present energy. Present energy, Nine of Cups. Did that come out in the reading? I think it might have. No, the Ten of Cups did. My bad. Okay. So your present energy, you're sitting in some kind of healing energy, intuitive energy, you're compassionate. I'm not sure how it fits for you, but you're somebody who's moving through the experience and accepting it as it comes. Your Nine of Cups energy talks to you experiencing a moment of good luck or an era of good luck. It could be you even just going through, accepting what's happening around you and really putting work towards changing your reality by making new choices. Choices that are in alignment with your own desires, choices that are in alignment with what you're here to do on the planet, choices that make you feel good about your experience, and like you can leave behind this legacy type feeling, this legacy type I don't know if it's going to be something like a cookbook or a grimoire or like a lecture note or even a paper, like a peer-reviewed journal. I don't know what it is for you exactly, but what's coming for you in the future, please, Spirit? Wow. Hold up. No, that's cool. This is in the upright. This is in the upright. I don't know if this is supposed to be your future energy or if this is just supposed to stay in there and get reshuffled, but this is the Magician. This is telling me that you are somebody who's manifesting at a rate that you're comfortable with. It's like you go from this Empress energy, which is sort of giving me like this seed energy. You go through, you know what you want, you know how to achieve it, so you give yourself the time, you gestate, you germinate, and you grow. And by the time it appears in your reality, it's like, all right, now I'm just going to chill and wait for it to appear in my timeline. Because that's how divine feminines who are activated operate. They literally just go, Spirit, look after it. And it's looked after, and it's like, yes, Queen. All right, what's coming for you in the future? I do see the Queen of Air. Queen of Air is the future position for Pisces within this reading, and so you are somebody who has clarity. You see the way through, you can be objective, you know how to communicate what needs to be communicated to whoever it needs to be communicated to. And the way that your future is panning out, you've got this perfect balance, for me at least, between masculine and feminine. You receive when it's time to receive, and you push yourself forward into the experience when it's time to push yourself forward. But you assert yourself with this beautiful divine feminine energy, so it never feels like you really face any competition inside your experience. So for you, you just sit inside the energy of leadership, prosperity, and determination, ultimately. So thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for doing what you do, combat. That was your reading. At the last card, the bottom of the deck energy that comes through, just know that when you're ready, you can choose the path that's most in alignment with you. You don't need to be afraid that the choices that you want to make are going to be made for you. You are somebody who is operating in very good balance with your full experience, and the things that are coming towards you are just going to show themselves in due time. And yeah, just know that your efforts have been seen. Your efforts will be rewarded. So yeah, that was your reading. La 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 la. Combat Pretty, thanks for being here. Good to meet you. Nice to see you. And yeah, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. That's it. Oh, good. I was wondering, did you hang around? I don't know if I scared you away. Sometimes because I don't check chat while I'm reading, it's like, did I scare someone away? But no, you're still here. So thanks for that. Combat Pretty, it was good to meet you. You too. Stay amazing. I haven't checked your content out yet, but I did open it up so I can always go back and have a look at who you are and what you bring to the world. So yeah, Whizzer, keep doing what you're doing. Your energy was awesome. So, all right. Is there anybody else that wants a reading? Otherwise, I might jump off of this live and actually go to the collective reading, which I was supposed to do instead of this one, but it doesn't matter. I can come back and do that. That is open to anybody who wants a reading at the end of that one. We'll do that in that time. So yeah. Otherwise, if there is somebody else that wants a reading, we will do the reading. But otherwise, I'm happy to leave it there. Everyone, cheers. I should go have more coffee, apparently, because I'm not doing a good job of making sure that I'm concentrating, but yeah. Oh no, Zoe, that is correct. What Lilith has been saying is correct. I am trying to just honor this space and give this space to Sagittarius, Pisces, Virgo, Gemini. I'm not, and then in general, like, yeah. Yeah. I'll catch you tomorrow if you want during the Scorpio reading. But yeah, just look for the right emoji. That's all. And in the next one, like once I leave this live, in the next one, literally, you can ask for a reading at the end. I know it means you're going to have to hang out all over again, but that's up to you. Obviously, if something resonated inside of this reading, take what resonates. I can't force you not to take what resonates, right? If it resonates, it resonates. And the more you dip into astrology, the more you realize that that's maybe how it works anyway. So, I want to say thanks to everybody who joined. Thanks for everybody who jumped back to the beginning of the reading. Those first initial 9 cards really do dictate what happens with the external cards. And so, yeah, I appreciate you all for joining me. I'm not even at the 2-hour mark here. But, yeah, I've asked and nobody really has said that they want a reading that's inside of... I know that someone wants a reading, but they're outside of it. And I can move to that reading next. But, yeah. Tomorrow, same time. With the zodiac readings, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do them every second day or if I'm going to do them every day. Depends on energy, see how I feel. I left them out there. Ooh! Cool! I've got one that I use, Lilith, as well, but I want to meet an astrologer that knows what they're doing so that I can actually learn more about my own chart as well. I love it. But yeah, usually at 7:27 p.m. from Thursday till Monday night, I am live for a collective message. But tonight, I wanted to finish the zodiacs off before I went to that one. So I'm going to be up late tonight. It is 9:45 here on a Monday night. But yeah. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I hope you got what you needed from this interaction, from this little experience. I am just a little channel, so if you can leave a like to let other people know that I exist, if you can leave a comment to let me know what part of my existence made you laugh, cry, sneeze, I don't know, cackle, anything. Troll energy need not apply, but also make it funny. That's all. Make it worth it. Just know that this space is consecrated for the divine, towards the divine. We do here on YouTube have to sort of submit to entertainment purposes only, but yeah, this is why I'm so insistent on take what resonates and leave what doesn't, because I really believe that you can use your own discernment to determine whether or not things are entertainment or spiritual transactions. But it's an emerging world. Aquarius has only turned into an age that we're in for like the last 100 years or something. I don't even fully know, but yeah. I'm just another weirdo on the internet. obviously YouTube is on the internet, so if I'm not for you, I don't mind. Go and hang out with somebody who makes you laugh, makes you feel, makes you want to do this yourself, because ultimately I feel like when you're expressing yourself in the way that you want to, your energy is somewhat like boundless. Concentration might be a different thing, but your energy is boundless. So keep showing up as you are. Mutable signs to wrap this up. I love how you're choosing to show up in the world. The energy within this reading was amazing, and so I wish you all the very best with everything that you're doing. Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, keep kicking goals for yourself, and if people win around you because you win, awesome, but make sure that you're looking after yourself, and yeah, keep winning. Looks freaking good on you. You've got every opportunity within your day, the same as everybody else. There's 24 hours in every person's day. So, well, not really, 23 hours and 65. Ugh. Anyway, tangent. All right. Have a good one. I will catch you literally on the next one. I will set it up, give myself a 15-minute break so that I can go use the toilet, refill my water jugs, and then yeah, hang out with you guys. So I will be back. And girls, I say guys because I come from the 90s. It was a different time. We went through having some kind of equality, but then offense occurred, and anyway, I'm not going to go into that. If I don't see you over on the next live, thanks for hanging out with me in this one. If you were looking for a reading and you didn't catch one in one of the 3 lives that I just did, don't worry about it. The next reading is collective energy. Collective energy will look something like this. I will post a link. But yeah, those are the collective messages that you can have a look at yourself at your leisure. If you're ever not resonating with a message, feel free to skip to another one. I'm going to try and go back when I've got a bit of time off to put timestamps into all of them to keep myself honest. And then, yeah, this has been so much fun. So, anyway, Lilith, all good? Are we all good here? Is everything all good here? Thank you to everybody who's participated meaningfully. Thank you to everybody who has come through tonight. Thank you for everybody who's been hanging out. I really, really, really do appreciate you. This space wouldn't be what it is without you guys showing up the way you do, honestly. It's, Zoe, the birth chart report is when I scroll down the page, starts to talk about the first house, etc. Wait, what? Am I supposed to read that, or was he? Wait, what? What? I feel like I'm having a different conversation. What did I miss? Oh, it's only late because I get up late. Sometimes spirit wakes me up in the middle of the night and I don't get to sleep fully. So sometimes even the lives will appear on here. But I leave them unlisted, or I'll put them into Spirit Speaks playlist. But yeah. Anyway, I feel like I should just go. Zoe, I hope you're okay. Zoe K, I hope you're okay. All right. Have a good one. I will see you on the collective message. And if I don't see you then I'll see you tomorrow. And if I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you next time. Ciao. Thanks for being so fun. Thanks for chilling out with me. Bye.